Hello all. Thank you for tuning in with the Narrow Way with Jay. I am here to do an updated video on the process of what it's been looking like for me to start interviewing and applying for jobs. So stay tuned in. Hey, so here we are. Now I'm in the process. I've already completed, like I said, stated in previous videos, complete the coursework for Course Careers. I still haven't taken the exam. Womp womp womp. I know that I need to take it, so that's something that I have been focusing on, is studying to make sure that I can make the best grade that I possibly can. So I have started the process of applying for jobs. And that has been kind of, tedious within itself. And just to kind of start off, I was really honing in on getting my LinkedIn together. I cannot stress how important it is to make sure your LinkedIn page is done appropriately. Making sure your skills highlight your skill set as far as going into sales. Make sure that's highlighted on your LinkedIn. Get it done every space that has an option for you to fill in, because your LinkedIn should mimic your resume. So employers, from my understanding, are really looking at the LinkedIn. Not the application, but the resume is pretty much kind of like how can I put it? More so, they really value your LinkedIn more so than anything, because everybody can see your LinkedIn. Your LinkedIn is public if you make it public. So that's what recruiters are looking at. So what I've decided is to really get on my LinkedIn and clean it up really nicely. And that's what I do like about Course Careers, because at the beginning of the course, they did mention to go ahead and start getting your LinkedIn together, requesting connections with the right people at the very beginning. And as you go through the course, to really designate time out the day to really focus on your LinkedIn. So I did like that. They made it very clear at the very beginning, like, hey, make sure you take care of your LinkedIn and really look at your LinkedIn and get your LinkedIn together, because that's going to be a key factor in you being able to get proper job placement. So kudos to them. Fortunately, seeing as if I've been in sales before already, I knew the importance of LinkedIn. So my LinkedIn was pretty much together, but it still needed some fine tuning, especially since I was shifting gears and getting into back into sales, coming from being a business office manager / HR, which is totally different from doing sales in the sense of having to sell people on things. Of course, my transferable skills, if I just did business HR alone, connecting with people, building relationships, knowing how to, really connect with them. So that's something that you do in sales, itself. But nevertheless, really getting your LinkedIn together. And so I did that. And by me doing that, I did have a recruiter reach out to me for a B2B sales position. I did have the first preliminary interview with the recruiter, which was basically just like a conversation. And that's typically how it goes. Going into this profession, there's going to be multiple interviews. Whereas before, when I did business office management, I had like maybe 2 interviews, one with the property manager and then on to the regional, and then, or it'll be with the administrator and then the administrator's boss. So it's typically like 2 interviews that I did before. But now what I'm seeing is like, it could be a process to like maybe 4 interviews, because they want to make sure that you are the right fit, because sales, it isn't for everybody. And these companies want to make sure they're not wasting their time with people that are just going to give up when things get difficult, because sales is not easy, but it's worth it if you put, the time in and really try to hone in on your skill set and it's just beneficial for those that are willing to stick it out. So, like I said, interview went well. She's just pretty much explaining to me, you know, the background on the company. And of course, I did my research. So what she was saying to me, it was not the first time that I was hearing this. So she did ask me if what she had presented, did it align with my values and what I wanted coming up, and it did. So she said that she would like to, you know, go ahead and move me to the second round, which is doing an assessment. And I have noticed that a lot of these jobs are assessment based. They want to make sure that the outcome of that assessment aligns with what they want. So, like I said again, they don't want to waste their time with a candidate that's not, you know, suited for their business verticals and what they want, which is totally understandable. So I'll be completing that assessment because it's going to take at least like 45 minutes to an hour. I'll complete that sometime today. And then, so on top of that, I have started applying for jobs. There is one company in particular, they don't have anything posted as far as an available BDR or SDR position available. But what I have been doing is doing targeted networking with them. I started this like back probably in October of last year, like really connecting with people in that company. Just asking them different questions on how they got into it and really coming up with a catchy subject line. Like, I'll do whatever it takes. That was like my subject line. So it prompted those people to open up that email because I'm serious about this. I want to get in. I want to get with a good company because I don't like job hopping. So I now start targeting more people within that company. Just letting them know, like, hey, this is what I really want. Could you give me any tips on how you did it? How did you get in? And I've been getting great traction with that. So that's been pretty awesome. So even though they don't have any positions open, the key thing is developing those relationships. So when something does come available, they're going to reach out, or I'm going to reach out to let them know, like, hey, I saw an availability. I'm going to fill out this application. Could you please, you know, get this to the right person, whatever the case might have you. They're going to be more prone to helping you because you've already established their relationship with them to where they feel comfortable with helping you with that. So that's been pretty awesome on establishing those relationships with these people. So I'm really hopeful for this. And then also apply for these other jobs. I've applied for like maybe 20 so far, and just getting myself mentally prepared. There are going to be denials, and in the name of sales, it is what it is. You're going to get people that are going to deny you, and that's something you just have to get used to. Get used to that rejection. I know it sucks, but at the end of the day, when it comes to interviewing, all you need is one. All you need is that one company to say, we're willing to take a chance on you. So let those rejection emails just roll right off of your back. It is what it is. Clearly, that wasn't where you needed to be. And how I choose to operate and move is I ask the Most High, close those doors that need to be closed and open those doors wide open that are meant for me to walk through with grace. So I know when I get those rejections that it was because it wasn't for me. And that's okay. Because maybe that blessing needs to go to somebody else and it needs to be closed the door on me. So the blessing can go to someone else that is meant for, because it wasn't for me. So that's the same mindset I feel like you guys should have. Like, hey, you're going to get those denials and it sucks, but it's okay. Because it's the same thing when you get into sales. In the aspect of doing the job, there's going to be people that are not going to want to hear you, not want to take advantage of the product that you're trying to present to them. And it's okay because it's not for them. It's not for them. So you just keep doing what you're doing because someone is going to eventually say yes to what you are presenting. It's that simple. In a sense of that simple, but I know it's difficult when you're in a situation because no one likes to be told no. I know I necessarily don't like to be told no, but I know that it's a really, really high chance that I am going to be told no. So I just move on. You know, that's the best way. Just move on and keep that smile on your face, keep a positive attitude, and just, you know, keep it trucking. So, and another thing, you just have to be extremely confident, because your gift was given to you, and own it. Confidence is everything. Even when you continuously are getting knocked down, just be confident that eventually things are going to turn around and it's going to work in your favor. So doing these interviews, I just present myself as a confident person that I am. Even though sometimes days are looking pretty gloom, like it's like, man, what am I doing this for? I know that feeling, but you have to be reminded that you're doing this for a reason, and you were aligned in this place for a reason. So I was reading something the other day, I can't remember where I saw that, but I loved how they said to put yourself in position for greatness. And I really just kind of started to think about, like, what does that truly mean to me? And what that really means to me is being in a position, being obedient to his will, position, alignment. Because if you're not in alignment, then your blessing can skip right over you. Period, point blank. So that's what I've been really focusing on here recently. It's just getting in position. And by me getting in position, that means to me as well as just being obedient. And when I say being obedient, I mean being obedient to his law, statutes, and commandments, because it makes a difference on how you're living your life. So with that being said, I'm going to remain confident that something is going to work out. I'm going to keep hitting the pavement strong, getting myself out of my comfort zone, finding a good place to study. Right now, I'm in my club room in my apartment, decided I'm just going to get out the house and just really focus on the things that I need to get done. So I will give you guys updates in the next video on what the interviewing process looks like. And then also I wanted to add, because there was someone that had mentioned in the comments that Course Careers has companies that's partner with them to help their students get jobs. That is correct, but we're not privy to that information until we have completed the exam. So seeing as if I haven't completed the exam, I don't see the companies that are partnering with Course Careers. So once I complete it, then I'll be able to see every company that's partnered with Course Careers. And that would give me leverage on being able to get better job placement. But I figured, you know, seeing as if I haven't completed yet, that I wasn't just gonna sit and just wait until that moment arrives. Maybe that's not the right thing, who knows, but it's working for me to kind of get myself out there, to kind of get used to the interviewing process again. So that's kind of the route that I decided to take. Not all people take that route. Some people decide that they're not going to start interviewing or applying for jobs rather until they complete the course, in the sense of completing the exam. I get it. What works for you works for you. So that's just kind of where we are. So update coming soon.